Hi, my name is Jose Mascoro, and this is my final speech, final exam. So, discuss how you can use language in a diverse culture to make your message clear. In a diverse culture, everybody kind of practices different stuff. They like believe in different things. So, like take San Jose for example, the area where I live in. There's a lot of different people around me, and we're all different and stuff. But we don't get along just by like looking at each other. We'd really have to sit down and we'll talk to each other. I mean, even for if it's like for 5 minutes, they'll we'll talk and we'll make messages clear. Like, um, for example, in my culture, the Mexican culture, we throw parties for birthday parties, for quinceañeras, for baptisms, stuff like that, and we're really loud. So we'll go to the neighbors and we'll use language and we'll talk it out with them, and we'll be like, oh, this is our culture, this is what we do, hopefully you don't mind and stuff. And then on the other hand, like I live across the street from some Asian people, from some Asian culture, and they have like something like every Sunday, or like they have big things during the week, and they'll come and they'll tell us and be like, oh, this is happening in our culture, and they'll really like sit down with us, and so we can understand what they're doing. And it really language really helps in this area, because our language and communication, it really helps in this area, because I mean, without it, like, we'd get really mad at each other, and we'd because we don't practice the same stuff, we don't believe in the same stuff, we'll really get mad at each other. And I'll get mad at them. If language wasn't there, I would get mad at them and be like, what are you doing this for? Why are you here like every Sunday and stuff like that? Or without language, they'll get mad at us, like, why do you gotta be so loud and stuff like that. But with the help of language, it really like helps us understand one another. We can see things differently, like, oh, that's your culture, go ahead and practice it, and they'll do the same with us. To illustrate how language uses a verbal code that serves to mark your culture experiences. So language kind of serves as that code, because everybody talks in the same code here. English, kind of, I think that's what that means. And it'll really like if I experience something, I'll come back and I'll talk to my family about it. Like if I went to New York or something, I'll come back and be like, oh guys, this was New York, and so it really helps me share my experiences with other people and stuff like that. So number two, because language choices arguably have the power to influence others, create guidelines for ethical language use. I think the first thing of being ethical is like you really have to look at the good for everybody, not the good just for yourself. That's being ethical to me. So the first thing I say for being ethical is don't put other people down, or don't convince them because they don't believe in the same thing you do. Or no, don't put people down because they don't believe in the same things you do. Yeah, I think that's the first thing of being ethical with language, because it like everybody believes in something else, and using language to put somebody else down just because you guys don't believe in the same thing, that's really mean and stuff. It's just not ethical, because everybody has their own beliefs, everybody's different, everybody's allowed to practice what they want. I think another guideline for being ethical is don't convince other people to do like something that's mean to others, or like don't convince somebody to hurt somebody else and stuff like that, because it has like it can go really bad and really far. Like take Hitler for example. He convinced like millions of people to believe something bad was actually for the good, and it just went on, kill like millions of people and stuff like that. So that's really bad. That's not ethical. Another thing about being ethical is don't convince somebody just to like benefit you. Don't don't convince somebody like, oh, if you give me like $10, I'll make all your wishes come true, and in reality you can't. Like, you just need the money. That's not ethical, because somebody they may not like think something through, and they'll really think like, oh, maybe if I give this guy $10, it will go away and stuff like that. But in reality, like, it's not true. You're not gonna do anything. They don't get anything out of it. It's just for the good of you. And being ethical is like, it's for the good of everybody, not just for the good of you. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye.